All right, Shalom. This is your brother Shamar from the Phoenix camp. And with that being said, I want to give all honor, glory, and praise to Yahweh, Bahasham Yahweh Shai, Bahasham Wakakadash. Double honors to the elders of Great Millstone, and peace and salutation to the brothers that are doing this work in truth and sincerity. Let's jump right into the lesson. This is Job 8 and 8. It says, "For I inquire, I pray thee, of the former age, and prepare thyself to the search of their fathers." So, as an Israelite man, you got to understand that the Bible, the Holy Scriptures, and the lessons and stories and parables that are written inside, that is your true heritage. That is the true heritage of the so-called Black, Latino, Native American. That is our true history. Our history is a biblical one. And what you read in the Bible is the Most High Power, the Creator of the universe, the power of the universe, being with a select group of people in times past. You see the great lengths that he did to preserve those people. You see the great lengths he did to protect those people. And you see the great lengths he did to judge those people for their wickedness and for the breaking of his laws that were given to those people being the Israelites, which today are the so-called Black, Latinos, and Native Americans, and the confusion of faith scattered abroad. So, I'm going to run that back again. It says, Job 8 and 8 says, "For inquire, I pray thee, of the former age, and prepare thyself to the search of thy fathers." Get that little footnote there. "Consider the things discovered by their fathers." So we are to learn the lessons that our fathers, our forefathers, and who are our forefathers, man? Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Those are our forefathers. Those are our true forefathers. This is our true heritage. This is our true history that we have been discontinued from, according to the scriptures. This is our true nationality. You're not Chicano, you're not African American, you're not Native American, you're an Israelite, man. You're an Israelite from whatever tribe you're from. You're a son of Israel, son of the Most High, the son of the Prince of the Power. And as you saw the great things that the Lord did for his people in the ancient times, you're going to see those same things happening again in the times, the very present times to come. Because we're about to enter a time of great trouble, known as Jacob's trouble. And who's Jacob, man? Jacob is another word for Israel. So this is going to be a great trouble to Israel, to the people of Israel, to the nation of Israel. There's going to be a great persecution because the enemy, Esau, Edom, is going to come down on the sons of Israel, the sons of Jacob, the so-called Black, Latino, Native American, with fierce anger and with judgment of the Lord, because essentially 2/3 of our people, are destined for judgment. You got to understand that Esau is used by the Most High as judgment on you 2/3. And that's a whole other topic right there. So you got to look in the scriptures and you got to see what the Lord did in those ancient times. And there's many stories of deliverance, of judgment, too many to mention, man. You know, one of the most famous being the deliverance from Pharaoh in Egypt. But there's going to be a greater deliverance from America. I'm going to go ahead and get that scripture. So the scriptures tell us to inquire about the former age. You know, inquire about the deliverances, search out the deliverances the Most High did at those times. Because that's going to be an example of the deliverances that are going to happen in this present day and age. It's going to be a greater power of deliverance. This is Jeremiah 16 and 14 says, "Therefore, behold, the days come, says the Most High Power, that it shall no more be said, the Lord liveth, that brought up the children of Israel out of the land of Egypt." Because that was a very great deliverance, man, and that showed the great power of the Lord, the parting of the Red Sea, the plagues, you know, the miracles that happened, the travel through the wilderness, and the Most High Yahweh Shai being with the tribe of Israel, the sons of Israel in that time, feeding them manna from heaven, water from a rock, many, many miracles, man. So what's going to happen in the very soon future, the Lord's going to create even greater miracles and show even greater power in this upcoming deliverance that we're about to go through. And those being the elect. Most High willing, we are those men. Say, but the Lord liveth, verse 15. Also, we can start again. Jeremiah 16:14. It says, therefore, behold, the days come, says the Most High Power, that it shall no more be said, the Lord liveth, that brought up the children of Israel out of the land of Egypt. But the Lord liveth, that brought up the children of Israel from the land of the north. And that land of the north is here in America. And from all the lands whither he have driven them. Because you got to remember that Israel is scattered throughout all the face of the earth. So he's going to gather his elect in 1/3. The 144,000, 1/3. They're going to be delivered out of the hellhole of confusion and wickedness here in this world, most specifically in America. And I will bring them again to the land that I gave unto their fathers. You see that? So there's going to be a greater deliverance. That's why you got to inquire of the things of the past. Let's get Deuteronomy 4:29. You gotta look for hope to those examples, because the times that are coming, they're going to be very bleak, very very dangerous, very perilous, and they're going to require a sense of they're going to require a great amount of faith on the part of the sons of Israel. And you got to remember the deliverance that he did in the ancient times, because those things are coming once again. To get Deuteronomy 4:29. It's Deuteronomy 4:29. It says, but if from thence thou shalt seek the Lord thy power, thou shalt find him, if thou seek him with thy heart and with thy soul. And that's going to be the elect are going to be doing that. When thou art in tribulation, and all these things are come upon thee, because we're going to be in a time of tribulation. We're going to be a time of great distress. See that? And all these things are come upon thee, even in the latter days. So it's not only talking about this time, the ancient times, but it's also talking about the time we're living in now, which are the latter days. Let's get that word latter. After the end, the issue, later time, prophecies for prophetic, for the future time, posterity, the last, hear them also. It's speaking to the men right now. Those men reincarnated that are here in this present age. So run that back again. So when thou art in tribulation, all these things are come upon thee, even in the latter days, if thou turn to the Lord thy power, and shalt be obedient to his voice. For the Lord thy power is a merciful power. He will not forsake thee, neither destroy thee, nor forget the covenant of thy fathers which he sware unto them. For ask now of the days that are past. See, we got to remember those days of deliverance that the Most High showed us in the scriptures. Those great and awesome miracles and powers that he did on behalf, the destroying of armies, that he destroying of kings, that he did on behalf of the nation of Israel. For ask now the day of the days that are past, which were before thee, since the day that Yahweh created man upon the earth, and ask from and ask from the one side of heaven to the other, whether there has been anything, such things as this great thing is or has been heard like it. You see that? So there's going to be an even greater deliverance in the times that we're living in, man. So you got to remember these things in the times to come. You got to remember that the Most High is a real power, and he's going to show real power in deliverance and real help to those elect men in 1/3 in the times that we're fast approaching. But it's not going to be no joke, man. It's going to be a very horrible situation according to prophecy. A time has never been seen before. A time that never be seen again. That's how distressful and perilous the times that we're entering are going to be. Let's get it, Romans 15:4. So you gotta read these scriptures, man. You gotta go through the history. You gotta go and seek out the prophets and the apostles, man, and all the things that they went through, and all the tribulations and all the sacrifices that they made. And you gotta use those examples as your comfort and as your courage in these last days. Let's get Romans 15:4. It says, for whatsoever things were written aforetime were written for our learning, that we through patience and comfort, see, it's going to be our let's get the word patience, our perseverance and comfort of the scriptures might have hope. You see that, man? So these scriptures, these parables, and these accounts of the Lord moving with great power on behalf of his people, they are for our comfort, man. Therefore, our patience and comfort. Get the word patience. Our perseverance and comfort to help us to keep going, man. Of the scriptures might have hope. Now the power of patience and consolation, let's get the word consolation, comfort, grant you to be like-minded one toward another according to Mashiach Yahushai, that you may be with one mind and one mouth, glorify Yahweh, even the Father of our Lord Mashiach Yahushai. And his name is going to be praised and glorified by those elect in one third in unison. Because they are going to be saying the same name, Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahushai. And they're going to give glory to that name for the miracles and power that's going to be shown in the times to come. Let's get 1 Corinthians 10:11. This is 1 Corinthians 10 and 11. And it says, now all these things happen unto them for in samples, and they are written for admonition. See that? Our instruction, upon whom the ends of the age, I know the word age, ages are come. So you got to understand that these scriptures are written for this time that we're living in right now. It's not an ancient, outdated book. It's a very supernatural, very prophetic, very current book that describes the condition of our world that we live in today, the condition of our people today, and how our people, mostly the elect and one third, are going to be saved and preserved in these last times, and how ultimately all of Israel will be saved. Let's get Psalm 78:3. So meditation and study of the scriptures is key to building up of your faith. That's why the apostles, they've gone through this history, man. They bring out the examples, and it's very prudent and circumspect and wise for you to do also. Let's get Psalm 78:3, and it says, I'll just start at verse 1. It says, give ear, O my people, to my law, and incline your ears to the words of my mouth. I will open my mouth in parable. I will utter dark sayings of old, because it's not for everybody, man. It's a deep, dark mystery to see these things in the scriptures and to apply them to the current day. Because if you go to your Christian church, they're going to tell you that all these things are in the past, and they're not going to happen again. There's even some doctrines that say that all the prophecies have been fulfilled. What they don't understand is that the scriptures have twofold and threefold meanings, and it's very parabolic. That's why they don't understand it, man. It says, I will open my mouth in parables. I will utter dark sayings of old. So the dark sayings of old have to have current current applications, which we have heard and known of our fathers have told us. He will not hide them from their children, showing to the generation to come the praise of the Most High and his strength and his wonderful works that he has done, because he's going to do those works again. Best believe, man. So to have faith and have hope, you gotta seek and understand how the Most High moved for his people, most specifically the righteous men of the Lord in the ancient days. And greater works are going to be done, as you read in Isaiah, man. They're not going to talk about the deliverance of Egypt anymore. They're going to talk about the deliverance that we're going to get in this current day and age. Most High, wouldn't we be those men? But with that being said, just a real quick lesson. Most High, willing to hope was edifying. With that, I want to give all honor, glory, and praise to Yahweh Basham Yahushai. Kahala Yahweh Basham Yahushai. Brothers, keep on pushing. Shalom.